Being able to start a new skill or a goal without waiting to feel like things are in order is a major skill on its own. I want to bring out 3 main points on how being consistent is more important than perfection when reaching your goals. And like always, I have my iPad here in place. I have all my points that I want to talk about. I don't want to miss any important details. So you show up more often. You are therefore practicing this task more day by day when you do this. There's a big difference with like living in your head and then living in reality. And we can practice things in our mind all we want, but unless we put it into action, we're not going to really see how it's going to turn out, right? This is going to allow you to progress quicker. When you put things in practice, when you actually do that thing, that's when you allow yourself to progress, because then you're like, oh, okay, I see how that felt and how I can change that. And that's how I'm going to progress to the next level. If you don't actually do the action, then the progress is just never going to come. It's just going to be an idea in your head. So you're going to allow yourself to make mistakes and have triumphs along that way. Practicing is what gets something done. That is how we progress with doing anything, whether it be a sport, content creation, baking, fitness. You have to put your reps in to be able to actually see some type of result. If you don't show up consistently, then you're not going to be able to see what you're doing wrong. You're not going to be seeing any patterns that you can change. And therefore, you're just not going to make any progress. You're going to lose momentum as well. You speed up your progress when you do this, when you show up more often. The average person is going to think about something and marinate in it for like a month or two. I know a lot of people who do that. And then there's that other person that's going to actually do the actions. They're going to think of an idea and they're going to get right to it. They're going to take the next actionable step to do it. In those 2 months that other person took to think about and plan and overplan things, that person has already, for example, if they're doing content creation, they have already scripted more than 20 videos. They have already filmed 20 videos. They have already had those 20 practices in, and they are getting closer to their goal versus the other person that is just going to start. And that's what I mean by you're going to see progress quicker. Time is a currency, whether we like it or not. It's something that we should use like money, because time is ticking every day. We're just getting older. We're not really getting younger. And we need to be able to use our time wisely. Now, jumping into our third point, you begin to build this main character persona. You begin to build a brave relationship with yourself, because you are using consistency over perfection. You're not waiting for things to feel right to begin something. You are diving head in, and you don't know what the outcome is and you don't know what you're doing, but you're using bravery to catapult you to the next step. And that is going to give you that main character relationship with yourself. And that's something that is so useful, because that gives you confidence to do a lot of other things in your life. And you're going to unlock so many different things about your life this way. It will become such a major inspiration for yourself, because you are not using anyone else as an inspiration to do what you want to do. You are using yourself. You are the inspiration. Like I said, you're using bravery to catapult you into a task, into a new goal, without knowing what's going to happen, and you're getting the job done without any guarantees. That is giving you all this confidence that you can take over the world. You will build a very strong relationship and a strong bond with yourself. And it's going to be something you can carry on for the rest of your life. Aside from being the main character, you will become a doer and not only a thinker. There's people that live years and years in their mind with dreams and great ideas, and they just never get them out of there. They just allow themselves to like marinate in this thought of what if, and they're too scared to take the leap of taking the action. You know, they're waiting for perfection. They're waiting to have all the gear. They're waiting to have all the fitness equipment. They're waiting to have everything in order to start or to do anything with that goal. And that is a big problem, because we want to get out of that habit of waiting for things to feel right, to look right, to have everything in order to begin something. That is just not realistic. You can make so much progress while having minimal equipment and recording videos for YouTube. What you need to be working on is the things that are under the surface, like speaking on camera or learning to script a video or learning how to create a brand for your channel. Those are the under the surface things that you need to get in order that are available now and not when you have the latest camera and you spend $3,000 on that. That is going to delay your progress when you think that way. And it's a complete waste of time to think this way, because if you want to build a strong relationship with yourself, if you want to see progress, if you want to get the ball rolling and have momentum and see your goals become reality, you need to start doing. You need to stop waiting for perfection and start being consistent with other areas that you need to be consistent of, like showing up and practicing and doing all the under the surface work that it takes to reach your goals. And that is how you're going to be able to be successful, using consistency over perfection. If learning the power of consistency over perfection was important to you, you might want to check out my video on how to create consistency with a schedule. I will see you there.